You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports fans, we're going to talk about Simone Biles once again. We all know yesterday she withdrew from team competition because of her mental health. Reports were saying that initially it was an injury, and it's not an injury, and she confirmed it was mental health. She quit on her team in competition. I wish the best for Simone Biles. I'm not trying to slam her or anything like that, but I'm just going to be real about it. She quit on her team. She caved under pressure. That's what she did. And now, folks, she withdrew again from individual competition. I did a video on that already, too. So she's essentially done with the Olympics. And everyone in the mainstream media is praising her for quitting. Guys, maybe I'm old school, you know. I believe in results, not excuses. I was in the military, and when I was in the military, there was no excuses because you know what? Excuses get people killed. I know it's not the best comparison, but I just want you to see where I'm coming from and the mindset that I actually have here. Everything I've done, I've had to be on top of my game. And like I said, nobody in the mainstream media is really calling out Simone Biles whatsoever. It's only, the non-mainstream that's actually saying what needs to be said about this. But now we have Colin Cowherd, FS1, the Herbert Colin Cowherd. He actually said something that I believe I don't agree with what he said. Okay? I don't agree with what he said. The man actually said that Michael Jordan and Tom Brady have not had to face the kind of pressure that Simone Biles has. Yeah, he actually said that, folks. I mean, it seems like he's just trying to poo-poo Tom Brady and Michael Jordan to elevate Simone Biles. She is great at what she does. She is. But I don't agree with what Colin Cowherd actually had to say about this. So, guys, let's go check this out here. We're going to react to this clip here of Colin Cowherd talking about Simone Biles and making the Jordan and Tom Brady comparison. So let's do this right now, guys. Here we go.
The Simone Biles story is getting a lot of play, and I'll double down on what I said earlier. Simone Biles has 27 gold medals in the Olympics and World Championships. She's 24.
And that's great. That is great. 27, that is great. But she still caved under pressure. I don't believe that Brady or Michael Jordan would cave under pressure like that and quit. I can't imagine him quitting.
She's the greatest gymnast in the history of the world. They have to change rules. It's like Tiger was so good at golf, they had to change damn courses. 27 golds. She's 24 years old. She has 5 events left. She had a brief moment where she wasn't in the right space. Well, Michael Phelps talked about suicide and retired twice. When Michael Phelps left swimming the first time, retired, he said, I can't take it. I don't want it. I've got to get away from the sport.
See right there? Said that Michael Phelps did not want the pressure. Guess who did want the pressure? Guess who got pressure all the time? Because one thing about these Olympic athletes like Simone Biles and Michael Phelps, the world's eyes are really just on them every 4 years. Okay? Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, especially Michael Jordan, that was year-round pressure. Year-round. The NFL is the biggest sport in America. Tom Brady is the face of that, 7-time Super Bowl champion. He's been facing pressure probably like no other NFL player before, just like Jordan. But these Olympic athletes, people only care about them every 4 years.
It was eating him alive. He admits it. He's talked publicly. They've done specials. In fact, I just watched him narrate a special on HBO. It's fascinating. I'd love to have Michael Phelps on. He's amazing. I just watched a special a month ago that he narrates. I'll watch it again. I'll give you you have to watch it. It's fantastic. The pressure for these athletes. These are not basketball players where they got a game tomorrow. Baseball players, I struck out in the first. You're up in the fourth, the seventh, and ninth. Football play. Tom Brady's won games in which he's thrown 3 interceptions. You get 90 seconds on a.
He makes my point right there. Tom Brady throwing 3 interceptions. Guess what? He didn't quit. He did not quit. When he threw 3 interceptions in the second half against the Packers in the NFC Championship game, did he just throw in the towel and say, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I can't handle it. I can't handle the mental pressure. He didn't do that. Simone Biles did. She quit.
Global stage, wearing an American uniform. You have trained 9 years. Now these Olympics, no parents, no grandparents, no support group. In empty venues, it just echoes a lot. The greatest gymnast in world history. And I'm saying that, there's probably a Romanian that's up there. I know they dominated the sport, but I'm thinking if America's athletes are getting 27 golds, if somebody won 28, my bad. But that's pretty amazing. And she had a brief moment where she said, hey, I know me, I'm going to step back on this thing. And you want to criticize her? I drove to work this morning thinking, it's weird. Like, I'm a team sport guy. How could you do this? And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, it's gymnastics. It's not baseball. It's not football. It's not soccer. It's gymnastics and swimming and ice skating. And the 2 greatest Americans ever are Michael Phelps and this young woman. Ever. And both have had to at times. I had a panic attack in an airplane about 5 years ago. On an airplane. By the way, I had a cocktail. I could breathe. Nobody was watching me. And something happened to my heart. I'd been going through a stressful situation in my life. I'm on an airplane, and I had to get up. I'm freaking out. I'm having a panic attack. Thank God we were 20 minutes from landing. I got off that plane. I literally had to sit down in a bathroom. Can you imagine wearing an American uniform? The pressure, Russia, the anthems, you're the greatest, go.
He's about to say it. He brings up the anthem. So I guess he's talking about national anthem protests. But anyway.
Perform 90 seconds. I don't know how they do it. I'm serious. I don't know how any of these athletes do it. I really don't. So I look at Simone and Michael Phelps. They have pressure that Brady never faces, Michael never faced, Shaq never faced, Derek Jeter never faced. Got another at bat tomorrow. Baseball plays 162 games a year. She has 162 seconds. And by the way, she's competing for the country. Every other baseball team is rooting against Jeter. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how Michael did it. Tip of the cap to all of them. Take a deep breath. Go have a smoothie. Do what you got to do to get back into the right place.
All right, guys. Now, that is Colin Cowherd right there. Maybe I need to give Colin Cowherd a little bit of a refresher when it comes to Michael Jordan, because I already kind of briefly touched on Brady. 1993 Eastern Conference Finals. Michael Jordan and the Bulls are playing the Knicks. Knicks have home court advantage. The Bulls go down 0-2 in that series. The weight of the world was on Michael Jordan to deliver because he is Michael Jordan trying to three-peat, which at that time was pretty unheard of. Okay. I mean, even Magic's Lakers never did it. Larry Bird's Celtics never did it. I think I said Magic's Lakers. I think I said Celtics, but I meant the Lakers. He goes down 0-2, and then Michael Jordan is caught in a casino in Atlantic City gambling late at night. The media was crushing him. Michael Jordan had immense pressure. He was the biggest athlete on the planet. Like I said, Simone Biles is great, but she ain't Michael Jordan. She is not Michael Jordan, and nobody is criticizing Simone Biles for quitting. If Michael Jordan quit on the Bulls, said, guys, I'm done, can you imagine what the media would have been saying? But he didn't. He overcame that pressure. And the Bulls won 4 straight games to go to the NBA Finals. And then they beat Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns 4-2 for his 3rd title. I don't know what kind of clown world Colin Cowherd is actually living in. I don't believe anybody ever had the pressure that Michael Jordan had, because he was Michael Jordan. The media was riding him. The media is not riding and trying to drag down Simone Biles. It's not happening. Tom Brady, come back against Atlanta in the Super Bowl, down 28-3. Lots of pressure on him, because he was actually trying to win his 5th Super Bowl to actually eclipse Joe Montana. Tom Brady could have easily said, guys, that's it, man. We can't come back. We can't do it. We're not mentally there. I remember seeing Tom Brady on the sideline. Nobody was down. He was leading his team. Simone Biles did not lead her team. She quit. And Tom Brady ended up capturing his 5th Super Bowl in the greatest comeback in NFL history. And we know that Tom Brady gets a lot of media criticism. I mean, the media was criticizing him because he had a MAGA hat in his locker. And they were asking him about that. And the media has still been talking about that to this day. They cannot let that go. Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowls, and he still can't get people like a Rob Parker or somebody like that to acknowledge that he is the GOAT. He still has critics. Simone Biles has 0 critics because the media is not putting any pressure on her. They're congratulating her. They're saying this is what makes you great, by quitting on your team. So Colin Cowherd, part of the mainstream media, is out there just trying to ride the coattails of the mainstream media talking points. I'm not buying this. He probably should have used some other athletes. I know he brought up Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was never in this type of conversation. He wasn't even the best player on his own team. Let's just be real about that. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Do you agree with Colin Cowherd that Tom Brady and Michael Jordan never faced this kind of pressure? They're Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, and the pressure was on them every single season. The Olympics only come once every 4 years, because that's only when the world pays attention. Brady, Michael Jordan, it's year round with them. Let's just be real. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.